Hi everybody, and it's Mamadiyev Zafar here. Also, today is the topic of our lesson is elasticity. Let's go. So what we will learn today in our lesson. So first of all, we will see what is elasticity is, what is factors, and how what is understood under the terminology of elasticity. Also, we will see the formula of it. We will see an example of calculating elasticity, and we will see what does that numbers means. Also, at the last part of the lesson, we will look at the elasticity determinants or factors of elasticity, and we will see what causes a product to be elastic or inelastic. So let's keep going. So ChatGPT here says that elasticity in economics measures how responsive one variable is to change in another variables. So I'm highlighting the word responsive because that means that when product is elastic, the response is dramatic. Like the when your product increase in price, responsive, the people stop buying it quickly, dramatically. And when there's no response, or there's a little bit of different change, that means that your product is highly inelastic and you're lucky. So let's take a look at the coffee shop. When the price is $4, it is used to sell that 110 cups of coffee. And when price changed to $8, we can see that there was a difference of oops there was a difference of 100%. Like the price has doubled, and we can see that little shift in at the number of cups sell, and that is called elasticity. So if the change is different big, that means the coffee is very elastic, and if it's no, that means that the coffee is inelastic. So let's go back here and let's look at the formula here. We will see how it can be interpreted and what does this means. So here's the formula. Elasticity is equals to change in quality and change in price. Let's get that analogy with the coffee shop here and see. Fine. Okay, talking about this formula, change in quantity means the how the people acted or responded to your change in price. Like there we were seeing that there was a difference, a shift from 110 to 95 cups of coffee, and this what we get minus 1.38. So this means that the 13.6% of people that were used to buy a coffee were double. That means that 13.6% of people that were buying coffee before, when the price was $4, changed their mind and they stopped buying. And change in price, we can see that it has doubled. It increased to 100%, and we can say that here, drawing a line, the overall total elasticity here is 0. one here, looking at this table, we can say that coffee is inelastic because the change in price was not the uh, perpendicular to the change of the price, which makes coffee really inelastic products, at least at this situation. Uh, so let's take back to the elastic determinants. So now we will be talking about the elasticity makers that things that make elasticity to be elastic or no. So here are they. Let's put it here. Okay, and what we have here is four uh, things that affect to the price to be elastic or no, and they are availability of substitutes. When there are so much things of your category, like your concurrents, like when there are too much coffee shops and you are the only one who changed its prices, it makes your production is to be elastic. People would go to the coffee shops that sell at the same price or lower when they can buy your $8 coffee to the 5 or even lower. But when there's a no concurrence, that makes your product really inelastic, because when there's a single mm, when you off a single pharmacy and the full location, that makes you almost a monopoly and gives you to force to change your prices however you want. And let's take a look at another factor of elasticity, and that is the share of budget. So when your product costs a huge amount of or big amount of the buyer's budget, that gives them another point to think about. Because when they spend too much on your product, that would give a financial hardship for the customers, and they will make them to think a little long before they purchase your product. And same thing with time horizons, because when people have more times to think, they tend to act more naturally or uh, rational. Like when there's a opposite proportionality between time and elasticity, because when it takes long time to people to decide, they try to not purchase your product, and that is the correct way to get your product inelastic. So the last is necessity. As I said earlier, when you off a pharmacy and sell a necessary things like the drugs or whatever, you dictate the rules. You can manipulate with prices however you want, because people would keep buying it despite there's a huge change in prices, maybe. And when there's a luxury items like let's say iPhones, when they from $1,000 get to $100,000, the people would automatically stop buying that. And that was the last part of our lesson. So thank you for your attention. Goodbye.